Yeah. Shout out to Rod the Weekend. He wanted to make something for the D&D crew. So Rod crushed that. Thank you, my guy, for spending a little time. Welcome back to D&D with the comic book community. It is Sunday. We're back. Sorry we missed last week, but we are deep inside the keys of the Golden Vault quest. And they've so far completed one assignment where they were working at robbing an item from a museum, but it has led to a murder mystery and then to a second quest at a casino. And the quest is involving stealing two things simultaneously. The team is trying to steal a statue that is imbued with the soul of a character that's the child of the quest giver. And then they're also trying to steal 5,000 gold in the hopes that she can use that money to maybe free her son's soul from the statue. Both things needing to be done at the casino, not necessarily the same time, but needing to be done. Both of them need to be achieved. To do this, they decided to go on job interviews. And guess what, gang? Tony got a job. Tony was hired. Of all the guys, of all the people on the crew, Tony got hired to work in a casino. He is now one of the security crew that has complete access inside the casino. And he is going to be having his first day on the job. Very exciting for Tony. Before he goes to work, the team is discussing how they're going to achieve their ends. This is the first of 2 nights they have to achieve this, because on the second night, at the end of the evening, whenever the tournament ends, there's a card tournament happening. The winner of the tournament gets to take this statue home. So, they want to try to do it at the casino if possible, I suppose. Part of this is, maybe a revenge on Mr. Noah Webb, who runs the casino. We also met the power behind the casino. In the circus arena, there is something of a worshiping temple with a giant spider and a priestess who has the powers of Loth, the goddess of chaos and the drow culture. And she basically met both JP's character Emma and Tony's character Lucian and put them through a job interview of sorts. And it worked out pretty well for everybody in that nobody had to get it on with a spider. Emma passed on the job opportunity. She decided it was not for me. I've seen enough to know I've seen too much. Meanwhile, Lucian agreed to take the job and was gifted an earring. An earring was attached to his ear with no way to take it off, I suppose, unless he does some damage to his own ear. The priestess promised it would allow her the ability to communicate with him in some manner, but we have not quite heard all the details of how that will play out. So let's bring everybody in and let's see how their planning session will go tonight. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, there's one more. There he is. Hey, guys.
It's a great intro, by the way.
Yeah, right. Rod crushed that.
Solid, Rod. So
Rod
good.
Yeah, fine work.
He's done more for this show than I've done in 12 sessions. So,
well, that's not very much.
Yeah.
Hello, obviously, to White Tiger, Ruben Guzman's in the chat, and Gordon, as always, much appreciated. All right, so you guys are at your apartments or in the inn. Your chance to kind of discuss things before Lucian has to head off to work.
And I just want to say, I work, I provide. Okay.
You do. You're the only one gainfully employed right now.
There you go.
You didn't even ask about what your salary was going to be, or how much you're getting paid per day.
Hey, as long as you get some high health care, I'm fine. I'm all set with it.
Technically, we're all employed. We're just freelancers. We are all currently employed by the Don.
This is true.
Employed by,
I'm sure it has great health benefits.
He's got all the benefits.
Well, certain benefits.
Olive oil is good for you, and that's their market.
There you go.
So yeah, you guys are you guys are free to discuss your plan, come up with any ideas you want. I can try to remind you of things if you have questions about stuff, or you always have the robot Hal you can use to communicate if you have questions for the Don or anything like that.
So yeah, that last time we talked to Hal and we talked to the Don, they let us know that we do have some people on the inside other than just Lucian, right? There are three
This
guys.
is correct.
There's a dealer. There was somebody else working in the restaurant.
You have a waiter named Steven. You have a dealer named I'm gonna say that's Kevin.
Yep.
Kevin was the dealer. Yeah.
Okay. I can't read my writing. I saw a K and an I and an N, and I was just putting it together.
And then Sean,
there's a masseuse, yes, a monsieur named Sean, not the
Very odd
hottie.
names for Drow.
Yeah, not the hottie that Tony was hoping it would be. I mean, maybe he's a hottie. I don't know. Maybe you think he's hot.
Hey, there you go.
Everybody is somebody's type.
There you go. Even I got married. Shit.
All right. So yes, you do have 3 employees that are double dipping, I guess you could say.
All right. So yeah. So here's a good time. I'm going to be in. I'm going to look the place out. How do you guys want to work this? We have extra uniforms. We have extra badges. We have,
Yeah, currently I think you have 3 because Tony's been gifted one now, and you had 2 prior.
So we have 2 cards.
Three key cards that'll give you access to any door.
Clearly, Perv cannot play himself off as being a drow.
It would be tricky.
Caleb can't either.
I think we are out for the running of using the uniforms.
Can slap him look if I put some slap him.
Well, Slap attempted, and then his makeup job the last time.
Yeah, he wanted to go to the job interview too, and it didn't work.
Did not get the interview, so we didn't even send him to the interview. That doesn't mean we can't try to disguise him again,
right,
and see if it actually.
Yeah, you know that scene in Dark Man when his face is falling off. That's basically.
Yeah. Although, do we really want to do that tonight, or do we want to just?
I say we go in there like normal tonight and scout. Yeah. And if an unreasonable opportunity arises, maybe take it, but not go in there with that intention.
And Emma still has the ability to communicate with us if we're in a short distance, right?
I saw a message, yes.
Yep, so do I.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both do.
What's the distance on that? Is it like 120 feet or something?
120 feet.
Yeah, so it's good. It's a good
distance.
And
it can go through like a wall if you know
a certain amount of distance, as long as you know where the person is on the other side of that object. And
what does it say? You can cast through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Right.
So,
and Emma's walked some of those hallways back there, so she's aware of the paths and the distances and things if she needed to.
I went into both of those offices. I went into the doorway of the security thing and then down that other hallway and into the circus. So, so yeah, I saw most of the back except for going back to the vault.
So I think if we all go in with different things to be looking for, we could reconvene afterwards and maybe try to put some idea together. Like, we know what the layout is after talking it over, but we also need to kind of get a feel for not only who's working, but like, are they in good graces or are they kind of frustrated with the situation, and maybe we could bend that to our way, to our advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if the idea is we go in today fresh, we can find out where Steven is. We can find out where Kevin is. We can find out what Sean is. Though Sean's probably in the spa type of thing, but then we can figure out how to use those people. I mean,
yeah. So I would think our goals would be a couple of fold. Is Tony's going to be working, so his goal is to basically go everywhere that he can while he's on the clock and see all the behind the scenes stuff he can see, and also feel out the other guards to get a feel for like the other people that are working security.
Feel up the guards. Okay.
Yes, feel them up.
Okay.
Come up and give a little
Don't
cuppage.
forget.
Make sure give a reach around, Tony, so you make or Lucian, so you make sure you get
Yep, gotcha.
Friendly first.
Friendly first. The rest of us need to identify and find and make contact subtly with Stephen, Kevin, and Sean if we can. Somebody needs to spend a significant portion of the night, or we can rotate through observing the tournament, getting a feel for where the statue is. Is there an opportunity to make that switch in-house? We talked about potentially using a fire in the laundry or something in the laundry or spa side of the room or in the lounge area as a distraction to get people away from the security area if we're going to go to the back. Need to see if there's an opportunity there, something that appears like an opportunity there or down toward the restaurant that would pull them to the far side of the casino away from the area that we want to get to. No. And yeah, we need to see if there's, obviously we're not making it out on the boat probably with a big old thing of gold. So, I mean, we do have our bag of holding, but we probably should investigate. Is there a way to go out around the waterfall, or is that just a complete no-go?
Well,
as a secondary activity?
Well, according to this, it doesn't look it.
Priority should definitely be the statue because
yes,
without that, the money is useless. Well, not useless, but to the mission, it's useless.
No.
I don't remember if we've asked this before. Are any of us familiar with the game that the tournament is being played?
We watched and we asked, and I don't think any of us looked into it more because the entry fee was super high. Like more than
and it was already
there was no
underway.
seats.
Yeah, it was already going.
So short of seeing someone that we feel like we could masquerade as, that we could follow out and abduct and replace.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
I mean, we're going to be in there. We could be observing all the tournament people for sure to see if there's somebody that Slappin or myself or, well, Lucian can't because he's going to be working, but like one of us could replace.
All right. So do we want to just like say like, hey, I'll take care of this? Because I can go try to find the masseuse.
Okay.
And get to see what they say. See if they know about anything.
I'm trying to think of how best to do, who to have. I'm going to take one of the cards because potentially just being a drow, I could potentially slip to the back without maybe being as obvious. But Perv, you want to, or Slappin', one of you want to play the games and see if you can find our dealer?
Sure.
Yeah,
I can.
Or do you want to be at the tournament observer?
Hey, Connie. Yeah, we're kind of playing it low dig. I will like share maps and stuff, but we won't put things on it. But it's nice to see you, Connie.
I can observe.
I'm trying to find the name of the game they're playing. Yeah. Give me a second. No, you guys keep the choices.
Because, like, my thought with that was that if we can win the tournament, then we don't have to steal the thing.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'll observe.
No, the game is definitely already underway, so you can't.
Yeah, we would have to replace.
You must replace somebody.
3 dragon ante is what I got.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, because I know that they had tables for 3 dragon ante, but I was not. That yeah, that's it. That's what it is. 3 dragon ante. Thank you.
That was what my notes had. So
yeah, I thought that's what it was, but I couldn't actually find the page where they listed it.
All right, Caitlin's going to try to find the masseuse.
Mm-hmm.
Slappin's going to try to make contact with the dealer. I will try to find Stephen the waiter.
Oh, that's right, Kevin.
And then, and Tony, if you hear any of their names, like as other people you're working with, you can point them out to us or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I will probably like roam a little bit and like observe the lounge area, observe the tournament with Perv a little bit, and just kind of like move around quite a bit, and all of us can for sure. So
Right.
Yep.
And you're going as Emma, right?
I was
'Cause-
debating on that to see
Yeah.
if there was a reaction to the other personality tonight, or whether or not to just be.
Because you've been undercover as Marshala for most of the time, right?
No, when I went to
No.
every time at the casino, I haven't. Marcella has not appeared since the museum.
Okay, so it's just been Emma then this whole time.
Yeah. So I haven't.
maybe-
So there's been no reaction to Marcella. I mean, I could go as Marcella.
But I mean, maybe we keep that as a like. In
The
case
question is, if
want
we
to-
keep it for the final night, then we don't know if there's going to be any reaction to her or not.
Hmm.
Well, how confident are you in her fame?
She's very minor celebrity. It's what,
But
like D-list at best.
But,
At
but
best.
as a drow, though,
As
no,
a
because she's
drow,
not.
yeah.
She's not a
oh,
drow.
she's not
right?
a drow. That's right.
She's
And
not
so
a drow.
I
She's
would
a
Marsala is
imagine.
not a
I would
drow.
imagine that Emma's avoided drow places to perform for the most part, so she might
Yeah.
not even have as big of a. I mean, that's up to JP to kind of decide and let me know.
I hadn't really thought through that ad.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably because she figures that might make her more obviously to be found out, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
That was my assumption.
but I mean, we could do it if we wanted to try it tonight and just see if there's a reaction.
That's up to you. I think that's I don't know if that's something that we hold as a trump in case we want to create a distraction. If there is the possibility of her being, that persona being valid
she
or
could
not.
certainly, like, on night of, like, if nothing else, could somehow get sucked into performing at the lounge or whatever. So, like, but
I
do you want her
pictured,
to be
Bill
there
Murray
to
on
like
Saturday
have
Night Live.
that be more natural that she gets pulled into, like, to do the two
Right.
nights? I can certainly do more scouting as Emma than I can as Marsala in terms of like unforeseen scouting.
Yeah.
And I think that's the goal this time.
Okay.
Because, I mean, if your concern is that on the second night you're not sure if anyone's going to care about Marshala, you can always go to the
Well, I
bathroom.
don't know if
and
anybody's
change.
going to care. Yeah, period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if
I
she
think
shows
it's
up
right.
2 nights in a row, then obviously then she could get something lined up to perform or something on the first night for the second night. If we wanted to do that and use her performing, that also eliminates my ability to be
Helpful.
super stealthy on the night that we're actually trying to rob the place.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Did
But
we get?
you mentioned it, but it allows you the opportunity to potentially be a distraction you can control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we get physical descriptions of these individuals that work for the Dawn?
I
I don't know if we did.
don't think so. I think you just got names and job titles because I
Alright,
don't know that you've met him.
I'm
But he
gonna-
did tell them to be aware of you, right? They mentioned that they are aware of you, so it's not like they would be not knowing.
And they're all
But
drow.
you, yeah,
That
to
helps
know
you.
which one. Yeah, they're all drow.
Yeah, but like other physical characteristics, are they tall? Are they short?
Sure.
Long
Sure.
hair, short hair, like so that we know who to go to without seeming like we could be able to like
Yeah.
bump into
Be
them.
more
and stuff.
subtle.
Yeah. I'm fine with saying he included enough of a description that you could kind of suss them out. And considering one is a dealer and one is a waiter, they would probably be wearing name badges in those particular jobs versus a
Right.
security guard might not. The masseuse, I don't know how many they employ, so that might be an easier process of elimination than the others. But I'm not going to make you jump through hoops with Hal just to get a description.
Okay.
So what do we think? Should I go as Marsala tonight and just glad hand and draw attention while the rest of you look around, or should we save that for the final night?
Well, if tonight is to find out information, Do you think you'll get more information as Emma or as Masala?
That's a good question.
Especially if you're gonna, if you're gonna be looking for Steven, who's the waiter.
If I'm Marsala, I'm probably not the one to be like touching base with the art contacts.
But we could also, if you're Marsala, you could be in the tournament, and we could potentially have you act the unknown celebrity, and it's like, oh, what's this? Can you teach me about it? Try to find like the tournament director, something like that, pull their attention, something along those lines. I mean, I don't know.
I could do that the night of as a way to distract. So
right. So I still think we go in not Marsala, so that we get as much info as we can without the attention, and then have that as the backup for when we go to make things happen.
Works for me.
Works for me.
All right. Everybody feeling good? Any other points of interest? All right. I'm going to bring up the map here. This is the one. Now that you guys have kind of infiltrated, I'll go to the more professional looking version.
Nice.
So Tony, I'll start with Tony because he would arrive before the casino opening. I'm assuming everybody else is going to stagger their arrivals after opening hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So Tony, you arrive. There is one security guard and one ferry there at the entrance to take people in as the employees are arriving. You can see several people arriving, with their uniforms and whatever, getting, the day going, or in this case, the night going. So I'm assuming you just board like everybody else and go rolling in.
Yep.
Okay. The security guard nods at you and he says, Lasky's waiting for you on the other end. You get to the other end and there's Lasky and he's giving commands to people. People are asking him questions. Everybody's kind of bustling, getting things ready. Some of the dealers are starting to shuffle cues or decks, counting out chips and things like that. You can kind of see people just doing the basics, and there's some people cleaning up and whatever, getting things looking nice. Bartenders maybe checking quantities and things, restocking. Lasky pulls you aside and said, hey, new guy, go check in with Hollis. He's gonna give you some 411, what he's expecting for you to get to, and then I'll partner you up with someone to walk the floor a little bit.
So I'm making my way to A15.
Correct. Let me zoom in for you. So Hollis, as you recall, is the kind of somewhat more shy character that you've met. He's the main clerk for the casino. His office is this A15 spot. He interviewed everybody first. So you walk right over. I'm assuming you swipe your card. Yep. It works at the door. You go right in. You can knock. How are you handling Hollis's door?
Oh, I'll knock. I mean, it's my first day. I'm not supposed to know what the hell's going on, so I'll knock.
Sure. And you're in your uniform, I'm assuming, at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm dressed.
I don't even remember. All right, I'm gonna assume they gave it to you and you're already in it. Hollis says, "Come in."
Yeah, I was told to meet up with you for you to do my W-2s and show me around.
Bob, right? Hi, Bob.
Yeah,
yes, Bob. I forgot. Bob.
I'm supposed to give you a little bit of the lay of the land here, just so you kind of know what's what, and if you've got any questions, anything that you need to get answered. I see you got your cudgel with you. That'll be useful. You can, if you need to knock anybody around, but hopefully that won't be the case. I'm going to partner you up with one of our more seasoned guards tonight. His name is Khan, and he'll give you the lay of the land a little bit. And if you got questions, follow his lead. Don't be bashing anybody over the head unless he tells you.
So what's his name again?
Khan, as in wrath of.
Okay, gotcha.
So he takes you out the hallway here, down this route past this mirror right here,
Mhm.
and then down to the security room. The door is open when you arrive, and you can see that there are 2 women already in there at the computers doing some work. And you, let's see, what else is going on in there? No, just so far, just 2 employees at the many desks that are in there, and they're watching the monitors and just chit chatting and maybe having a coffee or whatever drow drink in the early part of the night. So Hala says, "This is the security room. These are the people that'll send you commands if they've got a problem. They might send you a security force to remind you that if there's a problem in a certain part of the casino that needs check-in on. If you've got a problem, if you're concerned about something, you can definitely send someone to go talk to the security so they can keep a closer eye on a given table or a given customer."
So do I get a chance to introduce myself to get their information? Who they
That's
are?
up to you.
Yeah,
You know,
so
you
I'll
can
introduce
do
myself.
anything.
Yeah.
All right.
So hello. My name is Bob. Last name's B. So how do you do?
They're both sort of silver-haired drow ladies, not particularly young. They definitely look like they've been doing this for a while. They both glance at you, and then they're like, "Oh, new guy, huh?
Yes.
Always a new guy." I'm Diane. This is Ida. If you need anything, sweetie, you just let us know.
Sweet. So I look. So if I go in that door, I look and I ask what is the door all the way to my left?
Up here.
No, if I enter
inside.
no, I'm in A16, right? Because of Diane Ida.
There's
a door here, and I don't know what.
Down below?
Yeah.
Hollis walks over. He's like, "Oh yeah. This is the cells where we keep people if we've got anybody who's making a problem." So he goes in and he opens the door to show you what it looks like, and I will read the description for you. That is 17. It says, where do I find it? Wow, a lot of pages here. This area holds 6 jail cells and 2 padlocked wooden chests. The keys, it doesn't tell you where the keys are, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see the 2 chests here on the sides, right, of the room here. Can you see my cursor still? No, where'd it go?
It's not moving at the moment, but
yeah, let's see. Yeah, so there's a chest here and a chest there, and then there's these 3 cells on the left and 3 on the right, and they've got bars, so you can see clearly through all of them. It's not like there's any real hiding places.
And then I asked, what are the double doors in what we're looking at is the upper left-hand corner?
Let's see here. Yeah, the security office. Let's see here. 5 desks face the wall, each mirror. The casino corresponds. Tiefling security guards monitor the mirrors. Let's see. A ring of 8 keys is dangling from a hook next to the south door. So
that would be the door to A17.
The A17 door. There's a hook hanging with keys right there.
I'd assume that was one for each cell and one for each
chest.
block.
Probably.
Let's see. Let's see. A16. Yeah, they don't actually tell me what's in that little room at the top there. So I'm going to assume it's a storage closet. Maybe they've got weapon. He'll call it the armory. He's like, yeah, we keep extra weapons in there.
Actually, according to this, that's where the money is.
Yeah, not
that. He's talking about up here.
You're talking. Oh, that's that's this one. Sorry.
Yeah, the door to A18.
The A18 section. Yes.
He's asking about that as the other door. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 A18s. Isn't that interesting?
Well, the A18, I guess, is the hallway, right? Because 18's out here, 18's there, 18's there.
So he says, "Yeah, let me take you down. Let me take you down to look at the vault, so you know where that is." And he scans his card right here, and you see another mirror, and he walks you down this way towards the double doors on this end. Let's see what all it says there. He says, "Oh, you probably want to stand behind me," and he sidles in front of you a little bit, swipes his card, and then walks in here. And let's read what it says. The vault is 40 feet deep and almost twice as wide. A security mirror stares back at you from the far wall. 7 treasure chests rest on low tables positioned against the north and east walls, and 2 tall wardrobes stand against the south wall. Standing in the middle of the room is the skeleton of a minotaur. There you go. So that's where it says Virgil. And he says, "This is Virgil."
Hi, Virgil. What is Virgil?
Virgil just like his head kind of turns and looks at you and then turns and looks back. He's like, he's making sure that this place runs smoothly. This is why I don't recommend coming in here without me or without Mr. Webb, because it's not, he doesn't like a lot of other guests.
Okay.
All right. So Virgil. So Virgil, he knows what's going on. He sees me. He sees the other guy.
Yes, he definitely turns.
Can you talk to Virgil?
I mean, you can try talking to Virgil. I suppose it is D&D.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say, "Hi, Virgil. Nice job if you can get it."
He doesn't look at you.
Yeah.
He's kind of quiet for the most part.
What happens if what's in there?
There are 7 treasure chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, and then there are 2 wardrobes right here, and then Virgil sits in the center, and then there's the camera or the mirror.
Right. So what happens if I? Well, I'm assuming I'm near the wardrobe. What happens if I lean?
You want to go lean up against the wardrobe?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you trying to like push on it when you do this, or are you just trying to like gently touch it? What are you doing?
I just want to see what Virgil does if I touch something in there.
So as you walk away from Hollis is basically right to the side of A19 where it says A19 here. Virgil does kind of peek and look at you, tilt his head up and watch you as you walk over. As you get near the wardrobes, it says the wardrobes hold some odd items being held by the casino. So it could, you might see a sword, you might see a satchel, you might see some jewelry, things like that.
Can I touch the sword?
Yeah, you can. D&D.
You're going to die.
No, I want to see what happens. I mean, if this is
Wait,
the
I didn't have you lean against this. I just had you walk over and look. Did you still want to lean?
Yeah, I want to lean. I want to lean like a Meyer. A Meyer. I want to look at what's in there and maybe touch the sword or something.
Big shiny red button must touch.
Yeah.
Now the wardrobes aren't like wide open. They do have like a pane of glass that you can kind of see at the front, right?
Yeah.
So you lean against it. Are you trying to push it or just touch it?
So while I look at it, and I'm going to ask, what's his name again?
There's Virgil, and then the Hollis is
Hollis. I'm going to ask him, what are these cabinets?
Oh yeah, sometimes we have patrons here who want us to protect and keep things safe for them while they're in the casino. Other people use it as a sort of barter system. They offer up an item worth a certain amount of value, and then they can get that value worth in gold to go play in the casino.
Nice.
So sometimes these are just things that people have kind of lost, if you will.
Oh, so I want to touch the glass. I want to touch the glass and admire what's in there.
Sure. Would you roll? Let's see. What would this be?
I don't know.
Let's do a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
A stupidity check.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. Oh.
How many hit points you got, Lucian?
That's an 18.
18. Okay. Let's see. I just want to double check. I wasn't ready for this. Let me check. Minotaur. I should have been ready for you. Should always be ready. Always be ready.
Well, you get to know what this guy does. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I got to see what I'm adding. That's all. I'm just trying to do the math here.
A lot.
270.
Tony, does a 37 hit?
yes.
All right. Let's see.
First day on the job, I'm already dead.
Right. Let's see. He's got right there. So I'm gonna say you just as you touch the glass, you feel a skeletal. You feel a hand grip your shoulder tightly, and you can see like skeletal fingers holding onto your shoulder, and you feel this pressure on you, and a bit of a shadow kind of looms over you.
They go, shit, you're fast. Cool. Easy
He-
there, Virgil. Easy.
You see him shaking his head at you. Hollis says, yeah, he doesn't like it when you touch stuff without asking.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. But I just looking. Just looking.
Let's see. He says, all the money for the casino comes through here, so we can help keep track and tabulate everything, and then I count it all up in my office.
So how does
no good.
So how does it come through here? I know you mentioned it before, but
these chests are magically linked to several spots in the casino floor, and some of them allow coins to go back and forth. Others, well, behind the cages, they can put in bigger sums, and it'll all come through and get counted. And then my ledger magically updates and subtracts and adds as everything comes through. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh, so your ledger is connected to the chests. So if something comes out of the chest, or if we mark a negative in your ledger, there'll be a negative in the chest.
Oh, I can't change the chests with my ledger. The ledger just keeps track of what's happening.
Oh, okay.
Like a ledger.
Like a ledger. Got it. Okay, guys, this is cool.
Is
cool.
your hand still on the glass, or did you take your hand?
Yeah,
off?
I'm like, okay, Virgil. Yeah, you're pretty quick. Okay,
you feel
no
the
problem.
tension. You feel the tension on the shoulder release, and you can see him step back to his little spot in the center of the room.
Yeah.
As he does this, the doors burst open, and Noah comes walking in. He's like, "What the hell? God damn it! New guy, first day on the job, and you already pissed off Virgil."
Sorry.
You can see. Sorry, roll a perception check for me, actually.
All right. Roll perception. That's a big old 5.
Lovely. You can't tell anything except that you're maybe a little too scared of seeing Noah here. Noah says, "Hollis, get this guy back to work." And Hollis sort of shrugs his shoulders and cowers a little bit and scurries you towards the hallway again.
All right. So I'm like, sorry about that. I'm just trying to find out what's going on here.
Sorry. Trying to move windows around here. Whoop. So we can kind of go back. You guys leave, and Hollis is kind of hustling down the corridor quickly with you, but Mr. Webb, stays behind to do whatever he does. Who knows? He leads you back down this hallway, back through the security room real quickly, and then into the A13. And he's the A13 is the staff room, I believe. Let's double check. A13.
So what do I see in A13?
Is the employee lounge. So let's see here. So this was Mr. Webb's office, right? And then this is the lounge. It says this room is 60 feet long by 50 feet wide. A long table surrounded by 10 chairs takes up the center of the room, and the far corners each hold a couch, 2 cushioned chairs, and coffee tables. This is a busy area right now. You can see a lot of different employees in different clothes depending on what their job might be. whether they're dealers or they're security or they're cleaners or whatever. They've all got their different uniforms, and they're sort of hobnobbing, getting straightened up before work.
Now, I mean, there's different people here. Do I see any name tags that I would see familiar?
Let's do a perception check and see how you're doing. I'll give you advantage if you want, meaning you can roll twice and take the higher. See how you do.
I got a 19 and a 5, so 19.
Nice. With that, I will say you spot 2 employees that you reckon. So you see, let's see who we got. You recognize the masseuse right away because nobody is dressed like with their arms fully bared. And Steven looks pretty shredded. He looks like he likes his job. He lives that masseuse life. You just
That's Sean.
Tell.
Sean's the masseuse.
Sean. Yes. The other one you do see is Steven the waiter, and he's talking with a few people from the restaurant that's underneath by the water, behind the waterfall.
Are they looking for? They know who we are, right?
Let's see if they are aware of you. I mean, they're just starting their day. Neither one of them takes any notice of you, but it's pretty busy in this room. There's lots going on.
Okay.
Hollis is pointing out certain things about uniforms so that you can distinguish a security guard from a dealer, from a waiter, or whatever. So you're getting some of the intricacies of, what the different things that they might have, the different jobs around the casino.
Okay. But I know who they are by sight. Okay.
Now, yeah, there's 2 of them that you've spotted.
All right. So where do we go from here?
He points to the other side and says, let me introduce you to Khan. And he walks you over to a very tall drow. He is definitely on the taller side. He looks very serious. In fact, he's just sort of like sitting in let's put him in the top right corner by himself. Everybody seems to be giving him some distance. Mr. Khan, this is our new employee, Bob. And he's like, God damn it. Am I training somebody tonight? What the hell?
Yeah, I guess you are. How you doing?
All right, look, buddy, you just follow my lead, do whatever I ask, and keep your trap shut for most of the night. See if you can do that.
Oh, I'll give it a try. Thanks.
I'll tell you what, we're opening in about 45 minutes. I'll meet you by the bar in the main area, and then we'll get started in about, let's say, we're opening in 45. I'll see you out there in about, 40.
Okay.
And he's like, until then, just beat it. Let's roll another perception check for me.
Clear that one. Ooh, 22.
Ooh. So you're starting to notice that Hollis, that people don't talk to him, or if they do, they seem to be pretty rude to him. He doesn't seem to be very liked. The security guys in particular pay him little mind or kindnesses. What's his name? Khan didn't hardly do anything in that moment, and you definitely saw some of the ways that the boss man treated Hollis. So he definitely has a sort of cowering attitude towards the thugs in this place.
Does he see that I noticed that?
Let's see how aware he is. Nope, he is not aware. I'm going to stop using that die. So far, he is just he's clearly nervous talking to these. You could assume that he's nervous in whatever reason.
So I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, hey, seems like a lot of these people aren't too friendly. At least with new people and people like kind of like you.
I mean, they're fine enough. The security guys, they've got to be tough. That's the job. I understand that.
I mean, you do a lot here. Shouldn't they be give you a little bit more respect?
I mean, I guess so. But I'm not here for respect. I'm here for the work.
Well, I think they should give you a little bit more respect. So I'm just letting you know. So
yeah,
what else? What else you going to show me here?
I guess Mr. Connell, he'll show you around the main floor. Let's go back to my office and we'll finish up your paperwork, making sure everything's ready. So he takes you back down to his office, and he'll be finishing that paperwork with you up until right before opening. Everybody else, do you guys have a plan for like who enters when and in what order? Do we know kind of how you're doing any of that?
Well, I think just
Staggered.
staggered entry.
Yep.
And did we decide Emma is Emma? Yeah.
Emma is going to be Emma.
Okay. All right.
Same persona that she came in for the interview today. She's just gonna
Okay.
be,
That makes sense.
so if she gets noticed, then it's going to be because I thought I would come to see how the place ran. So
Okay.
So
Hey, Ryan. So then I guess, is anybody planning to be there on like one of the first ferries, or are you gonna like wait until a few ferries of people go in? How we doing them? How early is the first person going in?
I wouldn't figure we'd be there right off the bat.
Okay.
yeah, I would give it a little bit before we
All
start.
right. So I'll do a little bit more with Tony then, and then we'll start shuffling you guys in a little bit.
All right. So go ahead.
Can you roll Tony a perception check on his office?
Yes. 13.
A 13. All right. You see that it's a very orderly office. He's got his papers in, in nice piles, and he's got everything ready for you. He's building a little employee file for you and asking, to fill out papers on, where you live and, all that kind of next of kin or whatever, in case you die at work, whatever. Health insurance provider information, all that kind of
Sweet.
stuff. So he's dotting his I's, crossing his T's, all that good stuff.
All right, so he's got a desk, bookshelf.
Let's see, 15, right?
Yeah.
15. It says, we'll go back to his office. Office contains an L-shaped desk, atop which sits a candlestick and an open, thick ledger. Although that he's working with you probably means the ledger is closed and he's got your file out instead.
Okay.
The other furnishings are cushioned chairs and bookshelves behind him with, files and things like that.
Okay. So really nothing to really much to look at.
Well, I gave you you rolled a 13. We're
13.
not, you're not, it wasn't the greatest perception
gotcha.
check in the world.
All right, so nobody likes this guy. I'm telling him, he should be liked. He's got some position here. I don't want to be kissing his ass too much. So, I guess I finish the paper, sign my name, and then I leave from there. Yeah.
And where do you want to go? It's not quite the time you're supposed to meet with Khan again, but it's getting close.
I still would like to. Are you moving the screen, or am I moving the screen?
Yeah, I moved it around a little so you can see some of that a little better.
We've already been at the bar. We've already been down the seating below, but we haven't. I've already been at the circus. We haven't even looked at the spa, the baths, or the tournament too much, have we?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't at all. I don't think you've visited.
Right. So I'm going to gravitate to that side.
So you're coming out this door and heading across the way here.
Yeah.
All right. As you're getting close to the waterfall, you feel a little prickling in your ear, and you hear a voice saying, "Welcome back to work, Bob."
Yeah, glad to be. How are you doing?
I can't hear you, but you can tap your ear if you want to send me a message that you would like me to hear.
Oh, I tap the
ring. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I tap my earring. And glad to be here. What can I do for you?
I'm just excited for your first day. So many things can be happening for you today.
Really? Anything you can tell me to help me have a great day?
Oh, just enjoy all the sights and sounds and stay safe out there.
Hmm. Well, if I get into trouble, I'll just tap my earring.
Yes, indeed. And you can tap it again if you want to mute yourself. But I can still send you messages if I want.
All right. So I tap it. I tap the earring.
Okay.
So
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. So right, I guess first I should peek into the tournament to see what that looks like.
Up here? Sure.
Yeah.
So there's a big sort of step up inside. There's no doors or any barricades or anything like that. When you come in, you can just see dealers setting up tables and getting, cards and, chips and everything ready where they need to be. There's one security guard rolling through here right now, just verifying the count as they set up each table with the amounts so that you can see the main tables. They had 4 that were operating, and so they're it's all around this section here. Each one has specific players' names for each seat, and they're setting up the chips to make sure that they have the right quantity at each spot for where the players are.
Since I'm a security guy, can I step into the room?
I mean, nobody's there to stop you. And again, it's D&D. You do what you want.
All right, so I step into the room and I glance at the dealers. Do I see any dealers with the name Kevin?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. We'll see what you find.
I sound like shit. Well, 18.
You see all the name badges and nobody is Kevin.
Okay. And I assume I see where
the security guard is Roman.
Roman.
Yeah, he's not as big as Lasky and Khan. He's sort of a slender, maybe younger drow.
Okay.
He's got a little clipboard. He's just, going around the tables.
Do I see the statue and all that stuff on that?
Oh yeah, the statue's up on the little. It's up here. This is where the statue sits. Can you see my cursor?
Is it reachable?
Yeah, I can read you the info on it if you like. Let's see here. It says, a 3-foot high shelf carved into the far wall bears a glass case displayed in which is a gold statuette of a winged figure. And let's see. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I know where the statue is. I know that Kevin's not in that area. So I leave that area and I look to the bar. Do I see Khan there yet?
Back to the A5 here.
Yeah. Do I see him there?
We'll say he's come out and he's hitting on the good looking waitress at the bar.
Okay. Do I have time to look into the other areas? Do you think?
I would say it's getting close to the time you're supposed to meet Khan, but it's up to you if you want to be early, on time or late.
Okay, so I make my way to Khan, and do we say that the section where the water is, where those little bridges are, that's running water?
Running water. Yeah, you can see
somebody
the water
went into that
through. Yeah,
if somebody went into that, they would be swept away.
You'd get pulled towards the waterfall. And the water speeds up as it passes through to the end point at the waterfall.
All right, so I make my way to A5, and Emma's not there yet.
No, none of they have not opened yet.
Okay,
so it's still just employees getting set and getting settled.
Okay,
you can see the ferries are heading back out, so there's none inside the casino anymore. They're all going out to get the first round of patrons.
Okay, so I'll meet up with Khan there at the bar.
Okay, Khan is hitting on the waitress, and she's trying to ignore him. She's trying to get her stuff done, and he's like, I'll see you after work, baby. I'll come by. We can hang out later. So he's just chatting away. He doesn't even notice you.
All right, so I just stand there, and because he told me to meet him there, so
yeah,
not much I can do. No, there's no table. They're at A5. Those are all just a seating area.
There's some chair. No, these are like chairs and like seating, lounge kind of spots. There's no like, but around the bar, there's no stools. No, you stand at the bar.
And do I see any waiters walking around that area?
No, just the bartender's setting up a bar for right now.
Okay.
And he has no attention for you. He is fully in on the waitress. So he does not see you at all.
All right. So I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to go.
Hey, new guy. How's it going, man?
No, you do.
All right. I'll come back to you. I'll catch you later, Toots. Big work stuff to be doing.
There you go. And when she leaves, I give her a wink.
She's like doing her best not to look at anybody, keeping her eyes down. He's like, all right, man. So bars right here, no drinking on duty. We watch for those guys that can't seem to handle any of their booze. Down below here, we got the main tables, the slot machines. Our job is to cruise through, make sure if they've got to, change over big sums, that they've got somebody nearby. Behind the cages at the bottom. He's walking you through here. He's like, most of these guys are just, they're not looking for trouble. These guys are fine in this area. You're not usually worried about it. But down here, they've got this is the what do they call it? This is where the cashiers change out the big sums. So these guys, when they need to withdraw, when people come in, they got items they want to trade for tokens and chips or whatever. They do all that down there. So the beginning of the night, you and I are going to be hanging out a lot down there, making sure these things go smoothly. Nobody's getting into any mischief or nothing.
Okay, that's cool.
All right. The lounge, there's some lounge stuff on the other side, some other tables and such, but that's usually where the sleepy people go. They're usually passing out over there somewhere, and not really worth the time. You get a lunch break somewhere in the middle of the night. I'll tell you when. You can go down to the kitchen. They'll give you a little bite.
Sweet.
Any questions?
Right. It looks pretty good. I just keep walking around. I keep an eye at the tables down there. I don't rush. Am I supposed to kick around the people in the lounge falling asleep?
As long as they're not causing trouble or taking up a spot that somebody needs, it should be fine. You're good.
What's in section?
But I'll follow you follow my lead. I'll tell you what to do.
Gotcha. And A2 is just more tables, more slot machines.
There's a couple slot machines over there. There's another section of guys that can change out coin for people, but they're generally pretty quiet over there. There's not a lot of business happening on that side. It tends to be people that are listening to the music, waiting for their next drink.
Okay, so I guess I just hang it around with Con then. Yeah,
that's how that works.
All right, so that's what I'll do for now.
All right. The first few ferries start coming in. People start coming through. You see Con basically whenever there's an item that the cashiers at the table have to look at, maybe somebody brings in some jewels, something fancy. They're inspecting it, giving them a price, and then dropping it into this hole in their behind their table there, where it then disappears and a stack of chips reappear in that place. And, every once in a while you see Hollis come out to look at an object, to check something in person. Maybe he's got one of those little like jeweler eyeglasses and he's looking closely at objects if somebody's haggling a point about something. So people are coming in. It's getting busy. You see one ferry comes in and it's full of some fancier dressed folk, and they meet a security guard who takes them straight to the tournament. So these are clearly, you could surmise, the players in the tournament, and they're being escorted through the casino. Maybe they grab a drink at the bar on their way to their seats. So there are, at this point, still, there's about, 12 players left, give or take, in the tournament. They're playing at those 4 tables that were surrounding the word or the number A9 up here. So they're kind of in this little loop here. But yeah, they head off to get their game started. Mr. Webb is walking through. You can see him greet those guys, but you can see that he kind of is checking everything out before heading up to the tournament area. We will say the first few people you recognize start coming through. And I don't know where they're going right away, so I'll pick someone kind of at random. They'll tell me where they're heading, and then we'll kind of break everybody up. Let's see here. I got a die 4. So let's see. Whoa, and I dropped it, and it totally fell. Okay, so I got another die 4. Let's see how this will go. Third person in the queue. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be Slappin'. So Slappin' comes in first. Where are you going, sir?
I think I was supposed to go see Kevin, wasn't I? The dealer.
The dealer. Okay.
So I will just sort of. Well, I don't know what table he's going to be at, so
right. There's
just
obviously
sorta
more
start-
tables here.
Yeah,
than
I'll start
here.
in that area.
Okay.
Just sort of.
Yeah. If you want to
wander
roll a
around.
perception check, I'll tell you how lucky you are so far.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. He is definitely not in this area. You can tell right away that these are either people who look nothing like the description you were given, or you see a name badge and it's not his name. So he's not in this section right here.
I'll probably hit up the lounge area.
Okay, so you're
Across the
crossing the
river.
bridge over here. Tony, would you roll perception and see if you spotted him when he came in? I mean,
Sure.
I'm assuming
One
you're
moment,
looking
please.
for. I'll assume you're looking for him. So if you want advantage, that's fine.
12.
I mean, I'll say you saw him, but you lost him quickly. There's a lot of people coming in and out, but you did see Slappin' cruise through A3 and head off.
Gotcha.
Next on the list is the top person. So yeah, Emma comes through next. Where's Emma going? You're muted. Still muted.
Yeah. She's going to roll through and probably just she knows Slappin' was in front of her. Let's see if I see where she was going to try to take a quick glance to see if she saw Lucian anywhere.
Sure.
That is a 14.
Yeah, I'll say you definitely spot him because they're the security guards. I mean, Khan is pretty big, but 2 security guards together overseeing a queue of people. They're trying to be visible. So
Okay.
I'll say you spot him.
Oh,
All right. She's going to roll, and she wants to go check out where she was starting to check out the last time they were here
Okay.
before the disturbance that separated. She's going to head toward the lounge to start the evening.
can I try to contact her mentally before she leaves if I see
You
her?
don't have that spell.
I have to do that to you.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
And since
But
you're standing right next to him, I'm not going to do it right at the moment.
Right.
'cause, like,
You have to actually
whisper it
say
back.
the words. You can't. It's not telepathy. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta talk it out.
It's not
Okay.
Professor X. Yeah. But I'll assume that you saw each other, if you would like, and that you see her heading off kind of in the same direction that Slappin' went, as far as heading through A3 after coming off the ferries here at A1. Let's see. That just
She's
leaves.
obviously keeping her eye out for any waiters that are moving around or any dealers. She doesn't know if Slappin' spotted him or not, but she's also keeping an eye out for those folks.
Okay, sure. That next one is Perv Mervin. Perv is the next one off the ferry. Is Perv
Okay.
wearing his mask like usual? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I figured. If I don't ask, I'm gonna. If you don't tell me, I'm gonna assume. But,
Yeah.
you know.
That's fair. I mean, his default is masked.
And nobody's dressing up fancy because it's not really a super fancy casino or anything. I'm assuming everybody's wearing just normal attire for the most part.
Mhm.
Okay. Where's Perv going?
So is it going to be weird if I watch the tournament? Is there like a
There's definitely seating for the tournament, and you all kind of those of you that went in there saw people watching. So yes,
okay? So it's not going to
definitely
be
live.
like super obvious if I'm there, like scoping the place out.
No, not at all.
All right. Well, then in that case, I will just casually walk over there and find myself a seat where I can observe the players
Nice.
and see if I can.
And Tony,
Go
give me
ahead.
one more perception for Perv and for Kaylin. We'll see how you do.
Okay, so for perception,
You can do
That's
you can do
a
advantage
11.
too if you.
11.
You can do it with advantage because again, you're looking for them.
Okay.
So it's not like
So
you know they're
definitely-
coming.
I got a 15.
Yeah, 11 was the highest one.
I will say that you spotted Perv, but when Kaylin arrives, we'll say that she is lost in the crowd for you, even though she's very tall. Still impressive. Perv, you definitely saw Lucian. You see him where he's at with another security guard.
Perv resists waving. Like his instinct is to wave at his buddy, but he realizes what he's about to do and keeps his hand by his side and just.
Yeah, I see him holding his
might-
hand.
He might have done like started to go one of these, and then he like goes over. He's like, hey. Just
What-
just moving.
What is a finger gun in D&D really? All right, so last
Like,
one.
no, I casually walk back towards the tournament and try to scope that out.
And then last is Kaylin. And Kaylin, would you roll a perception just to see if you spot Tony as well or Lucian?
Of course.
And again, you're looking. I don't mind advantage. Just want to see if you guys spot each other right off the bat.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. With
I'm not
advantage
really-
an 8?
I didn't roll an advantage.
Yeah,
sorry.
roll advantage.
No, 21 with advantage.
There you go. So you definitely spot him. You might even catch a glimpse of Perv as he's making his way, because he was the one ahead of you, making his way through the casino as well. Where are you heading?
I'm gonna head to the bar because the last time that I was here,
Okay.
I made a fool of myself with the bartender. So I'm gonna head back to the bar.
All right.
I'm gonna see if I can find that same bartender.
Sure. Okay. So you head up north through the casino and make your way to the bar. And with your 21, I will say you also notice that the dealer that you guys know is not to be found in that section just as you're passing through. I'll count that as your part of your successful roll. So I'm going to go jump back over to Emma first as Emma crossed this bridge and headed over to the lounge. Emma, are you looking for the dealer as well? I can't remember what you were doing.
I was wanting to see like we know there's like a lounge up here, which is this part up above, like back in the little cove. I want to see, is there like people that perform back there? What is it? What kind of lounge are we talking about? Is what I'm trying to get a feel for what this is, because that's where I was headed before we had to leave.
Sure.
Last time.
Let's see. There are some card tables where they're playing some blackjack games. There are some cashier booths at the very bottom. There are some slot machines. And then, in the lounge here, there's another little bar off to the side here. And I'm going to say that there's like next to it is a little bit of a spot that you could consider a stage, but there's nobody currently playing or
so
doing
it's
anything.
really just another area for people to relax and drink.
Yeah, there's a lot of people relaxing, but I'm going to say that there is a space that you could see where it's slightly raised, and there's maybe a chair, and the decor might be, something that has, I don't know, music instruments or something on the wall. Like you could tell that, like, given the opportunity, it has been used in that.
It has been used, but not
currently.
all the time. Got it.
Yeah.
It's not dedicated to that kind of space.
No, there's definitely, there's a lot of, this is where people are just sitting, conversing and drinking. And then the casino noise is kind of quiet because this side is quieter and the wall sort of blocks the sound a little bit.
Gotcha. It's more of a intimate space.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you would not have anything particular. Even there wouldn't be room for a whole band. You could have one person maybe performing, but you would not be able to fit like a whole band up there.
Nope, that's what I wanted to see. So
sure,
I will go to the bar and get a drink.
Okay. The bartender is not someone we've met before. So let me add another employee to my list here. Got to keep track of all these people.
I'm going to talk to every single employee.
Her ad says SELES on it. She is maybe a middle-aged drow, but she moves very nimbly, and she's making drinks for a couple of people in front of you. So you can definitely see she's quick to the task. And we will say, let's call it it's the drinks are a silver, whatever, like a silver a drink.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we've got behind you, Slappin is coming along the way. Slappin, where are you heading?
Down to the lower part of A2 to see if I see the dealer.
Okay. Why don't you roll a perception check down there and see if you find Kevin down there?
Dirty 20.
He is there. He is at the table closest to the water right here. I don't know if you can see my cursor right now. So it's right above the slot machines next to the water is the table where he is dealing blackjack, but nobody's sitting there right now. So far, it's empty. He's just shuffling and kind of just chilling.
I'll go ahead and sit down.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see how he's doing here. How big of a pro is he? Oh, he is smooth. He shows no sign of knowing you. He's like, yes, sir. Would you like to play a game, sir?
Sure.
Do you have any coin you'd like to change for chips, sir?
Sure. And I'll hand over. I'll hand over gold.
Okay. And so he gives you a little stack of chips, and let's say it's a silver a round or whatever if you want to play. All right. So yeah, he's ready for you. Let's put it. Let's move this one into the big square here, and I can do it like this. Hey, how you doing?
There you
go.
How you doing?
Does he
He's
have
been
on a
dying to
name
use this thing.
What's that?
Said, does he have on a name badge or
Yes, it says Kevin clearly on the back.
Kevin.
All right.
Kevin? What brings you to this neighborhood?
Oh, this is where I work, sir. I'm here every night. Let me get rid of that so we can see JP. There's JP. He's hiding. There he is. JP, roll a perception check when you're over at the bar there.
That's a natural 20 for a 23.
You see Slappin go and sit down and is playing a game of blackjack. And we'll do there you go, 6. And then the dealer is one down, and then you got one up, and then the dealer goes up.
I can't see.
Nope, you can't see the dealer.
Can't see the dealer's cards. There you
you go.
There we go.
First time using this trick.
I'll
16.
stay.
All right. Let's see here. Ooh. Push.
Oh, sorry.
The
Yeah.
dealer has to hit on 16.
Does the dealer hit on 16?
You have to hit on 16. 17,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll play.
17.
16.
There you
Yeah.
go. Ooh,
Still on 16.
16.
Still 16.
You take another one.
Oh, yeah.
Busted.
busted.
All right.
Let's
Slappin
go.
wins 1 silver.
1 silver. Woohoo.
Our
We'll be here all night.
first time. Let's see. I'll put that one backstage for a little bit and get everybody back to normal for a little bit. So you guys are playing. You guys are talking. Did you have any questions you want to ask him? Obviously, you said he says he works
No,
here every
since
night.
he's playing it pretty cool, and since I mentioned his name and that type of stuff, I figure he'll recognize me somewhat.
Sure.
So I'll just let it sort of slide, and I don't exactly know what to say at this moment.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. We get back to this. Here we go. And Perv, you have arrived at the tournament. Let's see how that looks. So it's these 4 tables in the center here where the game is being played. These 3 are empty except for people maybe sitting and having a drink and watching. And then there's these sort of stools around the outer edge where people can kind of sit and relax. Up above this one is a mirror on the wall.
Okay. Is the one with the mirror above it free?
Let's find out. It is. It is open.
I would like to sit there so that the mirror can't see me.
You got it. There is occasionally a waiter that comes through, but you can see right now that waiter is working with making sure everybody playing in the tournament has their drinks. The tournament has not started up for the evening yet, everybody's just getting settled, finding their spots. Mr. Webb is going back and forth, making sure everybody's got what they need. There's one security guard over by the statue currently.
Okay. Can I do an initial perception check to see if off the bat anyone might fit the bill for what I'm looking for?
What is it you're looking for? Specifically the waiter?
See if anyone, if we could double for anyone in the tournament.
Oh, like that physically you could step in? Go for it. Let's see here.
That is a natural 20.
Nice. There are a large amount of humans and tieflings in the tournament that you can see. It's almost half tieflings and humans if you put them all together. There is one drow woman and a dwarf and a halfling, but the rest are humans and tieflings. Does that help?
I mean, maybe. Or with a 20, do I get any sort of initial feeling of like, okay, let me study this person a little more to see if we can.
Who are you trying to like? Are you talking about like any one of your people and any one of them, or is it just specifically you?
No. I assume that I will not be able to be.
Yeah, you can tell right away. You would probably really struggle with the right makeup. Perhaps the female drow could be something that Emma pulls off. The woman is definitely older and a little heavier than Emma, but it could work. The tieflings are going to be tough to mirror. I think you're going to have a hard time with some of them, and the dwarf and the halfling probably as well. But there are some humans that maybe, because what is it? Who's the half elf? Is it Slappin?
Yeah, what elf? It's Lucian. I think that's
Lucian's the half elf, so that's not really helpful. I mean, Slappin is a full wood elf. That would be trickier. Maybe could pull off a human with the right headband or something. But like they're all you would see the ears most likely.
Okay. Then I will kind of. I mean, I'll still keep my eye out if I see anything, especially the drow woman. If I feel like okay, maybe with the right makeup we can make that work. But
okay,
I want to keep my eye on the statue and the security guard over there.
Nice. Okay. We will catch up with Kaylin as Kaylin gets to the bar. There are 2 bartenders working, just like last time. Let's see. We had. How do I write down the names of those 2? There was a man and a woman, if I recall.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it was the woman that I hit on antagonize / made change.
And I don't remember. I don't have a name written for her at this point.
I don't either, but she was attractive.
Yes.
So that's all I remember because I was.
All right, I'll give her the name Kaya, and you see Kaya is there, and she's already flirting with all of the people, getting them their drinks. You can see that she's way more popular than the other guy. He's not ugly or anything, but he's definitely not her. And it's mostly men in this casino right now.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar and I'm gonna just kind of nod towards Kaya if they catch my attention or not, and I'm gonna order a drink and just if I catch their attention, I'll talk to them, but I'll talk to either of the bartenders.
All right. Would you do a perception check just to kind of see how you feel about her reaction to you? What you spot?
6.
You can't tell. She's got a very smooth exterior. What can I get you, sweetie?
I'm gonna just order just a ale, something light, and I'm gonna ask. I've heard that the spa is really, really helpful for somebody who's a little weary, somebody who's a little run down, and one of the names that came about was Sean. Could you tell me if Sean is working, or is that something that, or am I misled? Is there somebody else over there? Just trying to pull conversation going.
Sean is excellent. He does great massage. If you've got something that ails you, sweetie, he will work it out for you.
Okay, and do you know if the spa is open?
It should be up and running.
Okay. I'll pay for my drink. I'm just gonna, as I kind of pay for my drink, I'm gonna flourish a little bit, and I'm going to pop the owl out of the pocket dimension that Minnie's in above, just because I'm close to this little overhang on the cliff. That was the whole reason of
Remind me, is it something where like you're a magician and it like flies out of your coat, or is this something like it just appears where you want it to appear?
Appears within a certain range from where I want.
Got it.
For where I am.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Want to make sure I remember how tall it is on the inside there, because it was fairly tall, if I'm recalling. Let's see. The fairy tales are in. Casino features. It's within a cavern. The ceilings 50 feet high with festooned. There's a word I don't hear many often. Festooned with stalactites. Let's see. Yeah, so about 50 feet high. That's what you get.
Yep. So Minnie, my owl, is going to pop up about 30 feet above me, just up there within the stalactites, just to kind of have a perception of the main bar area.
Okay.
Which should be, like, I'm thinking just right on this rock crevice to the left and down of A5.
To the left and down. Oh, above the bar.
Yeah, just above the bar. They're going to be, I want Minnie to be able to see kind of where I'm going in, which is the doors there.
Right here.
For the spot.
Sorry, where am I? Way over here.
Yeah, I want to have a little bit of visual, because
a literal bird's eye view.
My goal is to go into the spa once I know that Minnie's up there, find Sean and request for Sean and get a massage.
Okay. All right, you're heading across here towards the spa, and we'll jump over to Tony for a little bit. Tony, you can tell that things are winding down a little bit in the check-in sort of area down here at A1. And Khan's like, all right, it's time for us to do our first walkthrough. You stick on my shoulder here.
Right.
And he cruises through, and he's just watching each table as he goes along. He occasionally he'll stop and point something out to you and say, like, you got to watch those guys that are studying the dealer, just in case you see somebody that might be trying to count the cards, somebody trying to rig the game. Eye in the sky, the mirrors will let us know if somebody's fiddling with something, doing something illegal. But it's also our job, because we're here and we can see it ourselves.
Okay.
So he's cruising and sort of circling this whole area with you, back and forth. And let's see. Emma's got her drink. Emma, what are you up to next?
So I'm going to cruise by the table that Slappin is at, but I'm not going to stop. But I am going to try to make eye contact with the dealer just to see, just to make sure that it's Kevin. And then I'm going to go on search for our. Are you trying to
be obvious so that he sees you, or are you trying
to? Yeah, I'm going to walk behind Slappin so that and try to make eye contact with the dealer.
Got it. Okay. Let's see where they are. They are very smooth. They don't give any awareness. They definitely nod at you as you go by.
Okay. And then from there, I'm going to kind of circle through the rest of the tables and stuff and looking for our waiter.
Okay. Let's see. You can do a perception check down there and see if you spot. Was it Steven? Who's the waiter?
That is
Steven.
13.
13. Yeah, but you don't see Steven in this area.
Okay. Then I will head up walk through the other gaming area. Anywhere that I see like waiters servicing people at tables
Sure.
and stuff, I'm just going to kind of.
Sure.
I'm just making my way through the casino.
Making my way downtown. I get
That's right.
Well,
All right. Slapping, you're still playing, or did you want to do another hand, or did you want to?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and play another hand, and
All right.
well, I'll talk to him a little bit. And
Sure. With that.
ask him if this is like the quieter side. If he's normally
He
over
says,
here.
oh yeah, man, I prefer this section above all. It's super chill over here, man. Always a good time. Let's see, he goes, you first, and then him. There, you can see the cards now this time. Here you go.
15. Ooh.
buy protection. Don't forget
Insurance.
insurance. Yeah, sorry.
I'll go ahead and hit.
Okay.
Oh,
Busted.
What are 19?
dude, at 19, you were
Yep.
toasted.
Did you have any other questions for him, or sorry?
No, I'll probably go ahead and get up.
Okay.
Just say something effective, nice meeting you, or something like that.
Good luck, sir. Have a good evening. All right, and let's put this back on the stage here. I'm assuming you would have seen Emma heading off back this direction after scouting the tables a little bit. Are you heading the same sort of direction?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Meanwhile, we got Kaylin entering the spa. Let's do that. It says, I haven't read this part yet. The air in here is warmer and more humid than in the casino proper and bears a sulfurous fragrance. No, not a tiefling. It should have been. They say a drow man is seated behind a desk and gives you a warm smile. There are curtains drawn behind him. Dear soul, do you care for a massage, a relax in our sauna, or would you like to take a warm bath?
Oh, hello. Good evening. I'm gonna down my drink. I was recommended to come have a massage with Sean.
Oh, that is a very good idea, sir. That will be 1 gold. I'm just making this shit up. I don't know. There's no prices.
I hand over my 1 gold.
Okay. So she opens the curtain. See, that northernmost chamber is where patrons receive therapeutic massages. It actually does list a price. Sorry, it's 10 gold an hour. So there you go.
10 gold an hour.
10
What a
gold an
sir.
hour.
Is that
What if
counting
I
a handy?
What if I just want like a quick 20-minute,
A quick handy.
10 gold an hour? Okay, 10 gold.
Apologies.
I'll take a sixth of an hour.
Please.
I don't need a full hour, baby.
All right.
5 minutes, I'm good.
You can see there are a couple of people getting massages already. She walks you over to an empty table where you see Steven. He is
Sean.
he's got no
Sean.
sleeves. He's looking pretty shredded. He's got little massage oils and stuff on a little cart next to one of these tables here. Sorry, where's my cursor? Right here. One of these tables.
All right. Yeah. Hello, Sean, I presume.
Yeah, nice to meet you. How can I help you? You got any areas you need me to be working on?
Mainly my shoulders, low back. For whatever reason, my left heel really is bothering me. A little bit on my neck.
Would you do a perception check on Sean?
Seven. My perceptions has been great all night.
So he gets you set up on a table that is very sturdy, so no worry about being extra large on the table. He extends maybe some pieces to make sure you fit comfortably, and you even with a 7, you can tell Sean is not faking. He knows his job. You're like, damn, this is amazing. This is making you feel all the feels, all the good things. So
Are we somewhat semi-private.
Yeah, you're the other two tables being used are the ones closer to the door, so he has set himself up a little bit a ways.
Okay, so as he's working on my shoulders, I'm just gonna kind of small talk, ask him how his day is going, that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna mention, I'm just gonna drop in there that I very much enjoy the Italian cuisine at the Don's.
When you say this, the hands are a little less steady. You know, he's a little more nervous. He's a little more shaky.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I like it too.
yeah. The gabagool is for sure, for sure worth going by. Have you been?
He leans a little closer and whispers. He's like, yeah, man, I go whenever they tell me.
Yeah. So, you know, having been a couple times, I really enjoy it. And, you know, last time I went, they recommended me to come speak to you because, you know, you have a little bit of an idea of where, what, and how things work here because, you know, we have some interest in the tournament this week.
Yeah, the Don told me to watch out for you guys. I've never done anything like this before. Usually he just hires me out for sexual favors.
Well, I'll get
from the other room. Perv's ears perk up
through 3 walls. It's like, well, that's not needed tonight or this week, but you know, we're trying to find a time for us to be able to potentially, you know, stay in the casino through the day. Is that something that you've noticed that that maybe some spots where the cameras or the mirrors aren't facing, or that we could potentially hide, whether it be in here or even in the baths? Or...
Yeah, there's definitely no mirrors in this part. Like there's no, and you've, he's talking about this whole area over here that you're in.
Right.
There's no mirrors. He's like, and there's no mirrors in the spa either. They tried using them, but they fog up. They don't really work in here. But I do know there's always people watching the mirrors at night. Because, you know, some people try to swim in. You know, you would be crazy. You would not believe the things people do to try to get in here.
We're not trying to swim in, but what if we're already in and we want to stay? When is the last spa appointment?
We'll say Dawn is at like 6. He's like, usually they don't book anything after 5.
Okay. Do they make regular checks? Or do you make the regular checks? Or is it somebody else?
Well, there's the guy at the front entrance. You know, he goes through and makes sure everybody's out and done before he closes up. But we don't lock up this area. There's no lock on the door.
Okay, so you know, if we found a way to get in here and maybe sneak into the laundry, does anybody go into the laundry? Or you know, where do you wash the linens? Is there space?
Yeah, there's the question. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that other door over there, and he points to this one right here at A7, right? That leads to the laundry room in there. There's no mirrors in there either. But there is more people working there towards the end of the day. You know, there are definitely people busting in and out of there, washing the towels and napkins and all that kind of stuff.
So if we wanted to try to have anybody be able to stay from closing time through the day, would this be the best? Where this feels, you know, very secluded, no mirrors. You only have one person doing the checks. Are you ever the one to do the checks?
I mean, I'll if I'm doing the last massage of the day or whatever, I'll let people know. I'll let them know at the front entrance as I'm leaving. But they always come in after just to make sure we didn't leave this place a mess.
True. What about even the baths? Even are the same?
The same deal. The baths close around the same time. Something in that 5 o'clock range. We asked the last few customers to leave. So then that usually means it's all pretty quiet. The last few people coming through are just the ones picking up all the towels and making sure they're off to the laundry.
Okay, so they do regularly check. So this wouldn't necessarily be a perfect spot for somebody to hide, but if there is somebody to get in, this once everybody's out. Okay. Well, thanks, Sean. You don't have to do very much. Again, just I appreciate the conversation.
His massage is so good, you get a point of inspiration.
Very nice. I love to hear it.
For your 10 gold. But no happy ending because he's too nervous.
I don't need a happy ending from Sean. That's for sure. I'm gonna close my eyes for the last 5 minutes. Okay. And I'm gonna look through Minnie's eyes. I'm gonna do a little swibbity swap, and I'm gonna see from my owl's eyes.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find Lucian.
See if you can find Lucian. Okay.
On his doing his just I didn't really see them when I first came in, so I'm going to see if I can find him now.
Okay. So Lucian at that particular point, he's going to be circulating down in between the bar and the slot machines, kind of in this area over here. And I will say that the owl already kind of targeted him, and that 2 security guards walking together would stand out. So I'm going to say yes. You get a spot. You can spot him.
Okay. I'm going to pop back into myself. And Sean, I have a friend who just started working here at the casino, and they are on the security detail. Do you think somebody on the security detail could come in and do the final check of the night?
I mean, it would be unusual, but it wouldn't be out of the question.
Okay. I'm trying to think through some stuff. I appreciate you, Sean. And as we get closer to the end of the session, I'm gonna just take a look around.
Inside of the room there, A6?
Yeah, just to see is there any small spaces? I know how well Perv can hide in certain places.
Sure.
Kind of my go-to thing.
I'm just seeing maybe if Perv would
where is it? This is the sauna right here, a wood sauna, a circular shaped wooden sauna. And you've seen people kind of going in and out. Let's see here. And every once in a while, patrons might come out of the steam baths here. And you can see that there are several pools of water and customers going in and out. But it's not this area does not seem to be super busy at this time of the day, whatever time of night. I'm messing up my terms. Let's see. You do notice that the laundry room does require key cards, but these other rooms doors do not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, for sure. I've been in
customer spaces versus employee spaces.
Definitely. I've been in there for an hour or so now, and everybody else has been kind of
let's jump to Perv Mervin and see how he's doing. Is there anything you wanted to be trying to perceive during that time here? You were watching the security guard, right?
Yeah, I want to see does he do rounds? What is he watching out for? Is he paying? How close attention is he paying? Is there anyone else?
Most of the time that you're in here, what you're seeing is Noah, Mr. Webb here at the front where people are coming in. He's glad handing, he's supervising, he's giving instruction to wait staff and people like that. And that this other guard is kind of just perusing and cruising this back wall here, just keeping an eye on the tables that are where the games are being played, but also just keeping his back to the statue as he goes back and forth. And I think I said this was a younger guard from before.
I guess what I'd be trying to suss out is there any sort of pattern the guard takes? Is there would there be an opportune moment for me to try to swipe the statue? I'm not going to right now, but like
he doesn't seem to get terribly far from that wall or that little shelf. He seems to be treating it like it's his task to sort of march back and forth in front of it. So it would be tricky to be unnoticed next to it. There are patrons who come and come and glance at it, and it is in a glass case. So there are people that are excited by it and are looking at it with excitement, I should say. Let's see what it says about the display case. The display case is 2 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and 3 feet tall. Let's see here. The statue sits right directly in the center of it. It is in a cube shape, right? Let's see here. That's basically all you can see from where you're at. But it is lit from a, let's say, a glowing orb above it is like giving light down on it.
So is the statue like half the size of me?
The statue is, I don't think it's that large. Let's see here. I guess because you have a makeup model of it, you would know more of the details for it. It is about 9 pounds. And let's see here. Let's see here. They don't seem to give me. I mean, it's because of the shape. Maybe they didn't give it any specific dimensions. It is listed as a tiny object.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know if that gives you dimensions though.
Is the mirror above me the only mirror that I can see in this room?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and take a look at the statue and try to kind of hobnob with the security guard for a second.
Sure. Let's see the shelf. Let's see how high off the ground it is. It's a 3 foot high shelf. So how tall are you? I can't remember.
Like 3 feet, 3.5 feet.
So your eyes are like right at the. I'll say you can just see over the level of it.
Okay. I go over there and I kind of get up on my tiptoes. I put my little hands up on the shelf.
He definitely notices you, but he's just kind of like keeping you in the corner of his eye as he goes back and forth.
I look over at him and kind of, I assume, make eye contact.
Sure.
And I say, "Hey, just curious, you know where this thing came from? Because this is some craftsmanship. This is kind of like nothing I've ever seen."
It was made by some local craftsman, but the reason it's so valuable is because of the circus. They did a special ceremony blessing this thing. It's supposed to be pretty powerful.
Powerful, like it's got charged with a magic spell or something.
Yeah, man. That's why everybody wants the damn thing. It's like it's a prized possession to get to be able to take that thing home. It's going to give whoever wins that thing. It's going to give them a lot of power.
So it's not just bragging rights. It's like someone could take over the world with it.
Hey, I mean, I don't know that it's that. I think if it was like that, they would have kept it in the circus. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been to the circus yet. I don't know what kind of thing they're running over there.
You should check it out, brother.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
It'll open your mind, brother.
I got one more question before you get back to your work. You know what a Phoenix Riot Shield is?
Don't talk about my family right now. I don't take no guff from nobody.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just something I heard once, and I didn't know.
And stop breathing on the case too, man. You're fogging it up.
How can I fog it up? I've got a leather mask on.
Fair point. It must have been the last guy.
Must have been someone else. Okay. Well, keep up the good work. And
I'm going to have you do a perception check on the case because I'm assuming if you're that close and with your knowledge of like machinery and building and all that kind of stuff, I'll give you advantage on it as an object. Let's call it perception. Or no, let's call it investigation because you're close enough. No, you're not. Are you able to touch it? You can't touch it. To do an investigation's touching it, yeah?
Oh, well, that's too bad because my investigation is much better than my perception, but my perception is an 11.
With an 11, let's see here. Because no, they say you spot something. How do you spot something without it? They're saying if you do an investigation check, you can spot something, but that's not how that works, right?
Well, if you're picking it up, turning it over, looking at it,
yeah, you already have it in your hand, right?
Spots.
I mean, you still may be using your eyes, but you could also spot something by feeling of it.
I'm going to say you recognize that there are some runes on the base, the lower edge of the glass. You can't tell anything much really about them, but there are runes along
on the glass, not on the statue.
Not on the statue, on the glass case. The front of the case is a hinged door with a locked latch. Let's see here. I guess that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So it pivots on a hinge, the front of it, and it's got a little lock on the front, and then there's some runes along the let's just say the edge of the front of the glass case where the door opens. Sure, why not?
Okay.
So just for reference, tiny means it's smaller than 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet.
Smaller than 2.5 by 2. Okay.
For
that makes sense. Considering the case is 2 by 2 by 3, it's kind of got to be fitting there.
So it's something smaller than that in order to be considered a tiny object.
For sure. I'm picturing it like an Oscar.
There you go.
If that helps. All right. Anything else there, Perv? Or are you gonna
I'm good.
Hang around? Okay. Are you gonna start looping your way back out again, or
is the tournament still going on?
Oh yeah. I would say it's only been the first maybe hour or two of the casino being open.
I'm gonna go back to my seat and keep watching then.
Okay.
Until...
Let's go back to let's see. Emma, you were heading up this direction, if I'm not mistaken.
So I was walking through and I was wanting to see, like, watching for waiters serving tables and that kind of stuff and seeing if I could spot our waiter.
Okay. So are you gonna head over towards the bar, or are you heading towards the tournament?
Just wherever I see waiters servicing people, I'm gonna see if I can spot our guy, and then I would try to post up in his area.
Let's do a perception check then, and we'll see how we do here.
That is a dirty 20.
So you can definitely see there are people bringing drinks, around to the players. So those are the only real wait staff that you see. You do not see. It's not Sean. It's not Steven. It's Kevin.
No, Steven. Kevin's the dealer. Sean's the
okay. You do not see Steven, but you do see waiters moving about. But they're mostly just serving drinks, going to the bar maybe and grabbing some drinks for people and then heading back out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to wander up. Is the circus open?
I will say by now they are. Yeah, there's a little bit of a queue right here between the two sets of double doors. A queue of people waiting.
Okay.
So there's probably maybe what does Beetlejuice say? 2 shows a night. There's probably 2 shows a night.
2 shows a night.
Yeah.
Like how long a queue are we talking about?
I would say the amphitheater is pretty big. Let's say there's like 60, 70 people already queued up.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then I'm going to head over to the tournament area instead.
Okay. And I'll say when you get here, Perv is getting back into his seat. If you want, I will assume that Perv sees you when you come in because he's watching everything right now. But if you want to roll perception to see if you spot him, I think he's probably.
I know this is where he was
easy to
going,
spot.
So.
Okay, then it's fairly good. Chance.
Yeah, it's a 15.
Yeah. So you see him. You see he's underneath the mirror in such a spot that it would be hard for the mirror to see him.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's a seat on the opposite wall from Perv.
Sure. I'll say that the third one is open if you want to be right here in
Okay.
the middle.
So I'm gonna go down there and so with that 15, what else did I notice about just the room and the crowd or anything like that?
The crowd is definitely, focused in on the tournament. So there's definitely some people. These extra 3 tables at the edge have all sort of now filled in, and there are definitely people watching, maybe taking side bets, enjoying the tournament. There's I would say about half of these outer tables are full. There's that security guard going back and forth by the statue, and Mr. Noah keeps kind of going in and out through the front step here.
Okay, and he seems to be there, not venturing very far.
Not at the moment, no.
Do I see anything in this room that would be relatively easy to cause a disturbance? Something that could be knocked over, something that could be just looking in a way that, like,
if you want, I can tell you what's in the room. I don't know how to answer that question otherwise. Let's see here. So there are 7 tables. 4 of them are playing 3 Dragon Ante, and 3 of them are for watching the games. There's a 3-foot-high shelf on the far wall with the glass case. There are several benched sort of seating spots around the outer perimeter. On the tables, you're going to find drinks if it's a watching table, and drinks and chips, and a dealer with cards at the gaming tables.
Okay. But there's no other than like the bench seating, there's nothing really else on the walls.
No.
What about the ceiling? What does the ceiling look like in here?
They light this with some floating light orbs. So there are definitely one for every table up, hanging from maybe some of the stalactites, and one over the statue. But that's the lighting system they've got for this space. Are these
orbs like floating, or are they attached to the stalactite?
I believe they're attached. Let me double check. Lighting. That. Let's see. The lights are floating. No, you're right. They are floating.
Okay.
The employee, Tony, the employee tunnels have a continual flame spell on their sconces. So they have little sconces with lights along the wall.
Okay.
There is music that plays throughout the casino. It is very illusory, and it sounds like it's got a country twang to it, I guess.
Do any of these stalactites look like they could be made to fall, like relatively without a massive amount of effort?
Good question. That's a perception check. Why don't you take a roll and see what I can find?
That's a 16.
They're pretty high up, so that would be tricky, and they do seem fairly sturdy and not loose. So it would take a lot of force if you were to try to break one of those apart.
Okay.
None of them seem like thin and weak, if that makes sense.
She's gonna message Perv because she can see him, and basically just a very simple whisper that, because there's nobody right next to her, and just be like, anything interesting yet?
I'll just say, yeah, I mean, I took a good look at the case. It's got some runes on it, but I didn't know what they meant.
What about, and so to cast it again and be like, What about the guard? Competent or?
He seems like a little bit of a stoner, maybe, but he's certainly not. He's certainly paying attention. Because I put my hands up to just like get a better look. 'Cause I'm, a short little guy, and he was right on me, asking what I was up to. So,
Okay.
But I think he could be distracted.
Right. She's gonna, and then one last message, which will be, has Mr. Webb been here the whole time? And she motions to the.
Yeah, since I've been here, he's been moving around over there, trying to stroke his own ego. It seems.
Okay. She's gonna settle in and watch for a few minutes, but at some point she's gonna wander over and look at the case herself. So, but we can do that later if you want.
Yeah, we're nearing the a point where we should probably take a stop here so that we have we don't keep anybody up too late. So I'll say that it's been about, let's say, half of the evening has gone by, and in that time you guys have cruised around. You found, obviously as a team, the dealer. You found what was it, the masseuse. We haven't found the waiter, although Tony saw the waiter at one point.
Yeah, he saw him early.
Tony's gotten a fair amount of training, at least in the A4, A5, and what is that other spot at the bottom? Was that A1? Yeah, A1, A3. So he's cruised the left side of the casino a fair amount. We've had one performance go in, so one group of people went into the auditorium and then, came back out again. They didn't all die. So you guys may have heard the, comings and goings of those people, and that's about it. So we will catch maybe part 2 of the planning session next time. We are off for the Super Bowl on Sunday, and then off the Sunday after that, most likely. So it'll be 3 weeks before we're back again. But that gives time for people to maybe formulate how to spend the rest of this first night of study, and perhaps formulate a plan of action for the actual night if they're not going to do it tonight, if they're going to do it next time. So there you go. A huge thank you to Rod the Weekend for the intro video. I appreciate you, Rod, for taking the time and doing that. And we're going to see you guys next time, and never turn your back on a circus. Bye.